What's going on, everybody? It is Drew with Profit Monsters, and today I'm going to be giving you 5 things that I've learned from eBay in my first 2 months of doing eBay resales full time. And I'm also going to give you one bonus tip for sourcing and listing at the end as well. So let's just jump straight into it so I can share with you guys what I've learned and pass along, as Ray, as the entrepreneur says, free 99 knowledge. So the first one is going to be volume equals sales. And what I mean by that is the more items that you have listed, the more sales you're going to make. From what I've watched from other YouTubers that are doing this and talked to other people who thrift and resell, friends of mine, people that I've met along the way, they have said the average is about 1 sale per day per 100 items that you have. So it's about 1%. So if you have 1,000 items, you should expect about 10 sales a day. If you have 100 items, you should expect about 1 sale a day. I'm kind of in the average right now. I've got about 400, almost 450 listings on my eBay store, which I'll make another video about coming up here soon for you guys to check out. And I'm averaging anywhere from 1 to 5 sales a day, which is pretty cool. So you just never know what is going to come through, but I am making sales on a daily basis now, and I've only been doing this for about 2 months. So that's pretty cool, but I am putting in the work. So if you only have a couple of items, don't expect them to sell right away, which will go into my next point. Number 2 is patience. So with eBay sales, even if you're finding stuff that has already been sold on eBay, which is really the way that you should be doing it, you definitely need to have patience with your items, because you could find something that has sold on eBay yesterday for $69 and you list it and it may take a week, 2 weeks, a month, 3 months to sell. I have items that I bought when I first started selling that I still am making sales on. I got a box of cameras. If you guys have watched my videos from a garage sale, I paid $100 for them, and I'm only averaging about 1 camera sale per month, but I've already made all my money back plus profit, so it's not really hurting me at all. So I'm really okay with being patient on that. If you really are trying to move something, then you can always lower the price, but I definitely recommend being patient and seeing how long it takes so you can learn about what items sell well and what items don't. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now, is I'm just kind of learning. I'm playing around with all different types of products and goods that I'm finding at Goodwills, thrift stores, garage sales, auctions, all types of things. So definitely be patient, let your store build up, and you'll see the sales come through. So number 3, buy it now versus auction. I've learned a lot about eBay listings and how to make a listing just from practice and doing it over and over again. And one of the biggest things that I could recommend to you guys as a tip if you want to start reselling or listing things is to list your items as a buy it now or best offer. If you set it as a bid, one person could bid on it on your minimum price, which happened to me for 99 cents, and I ended up losing money. It's the first time I've ever lost money on a sale on eBay. I have about 80 sales so far, and it's the first time I've lost money. I paid $5.99 for this Bugs Bunny plate and Parmesan cheese shaker. I'll post it up right here, and I paid $5.99 for it. I ended up having it as a bid on accident instead of a buy it now, and I sold it, or it sold for 99 cents plus shipping. Luckily, the buyer paid for the shipping. I didn't have it at free shipping, so I lost about $5, but it was a good lesson learned for me, because with bidding, if you don't set a reserve, which you have to pay for on eBay, then any bid that comes in, you sell that item for, and there's really no way you can take it back. So I would definitely recommend listing all your items at buy it now prices, or best offer. So you can take a best offer and then kind of go from there, or you can choose to make a counter offer or decline that offer as well, and then just wait for another buyer. So the next thing, number 4, would be shipping. I have learned a lot about shipping in the past 2 months, and it has been a journey from bubble wrap to tape to the boxes that you can use to if you do free shipping or if the buyer pays shipping. And I've kind of messed around with all of it, and for the most part I've found that buyers will pay for the shipping if it's an item they want and it's in good condition. So I'd say about 90% of my items are buyer pays shipping, and about 10% are free shipping for things that are maybe over $50 to $100 or more. I have a couple of those items, and I offer free shipping to help kind of entice someone to come in and buy that product from me. So, but with the shipping, there's priority mailboxes, there's a regular priority mail, there's flat rate, there's first class, there's all types of different types of shipping. So make sure that you're just being careful with that. Anything under 15.99 ounces is technically considered first class, and you can normally ship that in a poly mailer, and it's about $6 or less depending on the ounces. Always weigh your stuff in a box or in the package after it's taped, because if you measure just the product and you don't measure the box itself, then UPS or USPS or however you're shipping it will charge you more after it's been scanned at the post office, and you don't even know it unless you're checking your account and staying up to date on that, which has happened to me once or twice. Flat rate boxes, I think I've only sold 1 or 2 items where someone's paid for a flat rate box. They're pretty overpriced. With priority mail, you could literally ship it in an envelope, a poly mailer, a cardboard box from the grocery store, a bin, a tub, anything you find around your house, as long as it has a priority mail label on it and it's under, I believe, 60 pounds, you can ship it out pretty easily. Just make sure that you bubble wrap things that are fragile, or you write fragile on the box. But I shipped out a DVD VCR recorder today from a garlic toast box that I got from the grocery store. It fit in perfectly. When I bubble wrapped it, it didn't move around. It was just the perfect size. And you can send that out in priority mail. And then I got that for free at the grocery store instead of paying $5.99 at the shipping store, which they just have insane prices. So just make sure you're learning as much as you can about the shipping as you're doing it, or try 1 or 2 items and get used to the shipping processes and learn from other people so that you don't make any mistakes and you don't lose money on the shipping. The final thing that I want to share with you guys today would be pictures and listing details. So the first thing that I learned, which I want to share with you guys, is that when you search a sold product that you're trying to source at a thrift store or a Goodwill or a garage sale, if you search for, let's just say, a Metallica t-shirt or something like that, and you filter it in the sold, then you can take that sold and you can literally click sell similar item, and all you have to do is add your own pictures, change your listing description, maybe if the size is different or if the color is different, or if it's vintage or not vintage, those types of things, and then change the listing details, the description of the product, and then change the price. And all the other details of the listing are already pretty much posted in. You can double check your size and your weight and all that kind of stuff, but most of it is already in the listing description, so you really don't have to do any work. Most of the time I can post an item in 30 seconds or less if I've searched something on sold, and I can sell similar items, so that's pretty cool. So make sure you guys are doing that. It'll save you a ton of time. Make sure that you're posting really good pictures so that you don't have to worry about people messaging you constantly asking to see a side angle or a tag or something like that. And I've heard, I don't know if it's true, but I've heard that with eBay, if you have more than 5 or 6 pictures, your listings can tend to be a little bit bumped up on eBay's search bar when someone searches for, let's again say, a Metallica shirt or something like that. Your listing will be a little bit up on the top because you have more pictures and your details are a little bit better. So make sure that you take lots of good pictures. You tell the truth. If there's a stain or a rip or a tear, you put that in the details so people know what they're getting into. You really don't want to have to deal with returns and all those kinds of things. So those are my top 5 things that I've learned so far, and I'm still learning every day. I'm watching tons of videos. Shout out to a couple of people that I've been watching, from bigger channels to smaller channels, as Rally Roots. They've really helped out. Craigslist Hunters, really cool. There is Flip and Profit, Ray is the Entrepreneur, just to name a few, and there's a bunch more. I'll put some links in my description below for this video, and you guys can check out their videos. They've really helped me out in learning these processes and the best things to do, the best things to source, how to look, what to search for, how to list, all that kind of stuff. The best ways to make as much money as possible with as little amount money spent. So the final thing that I want to give you guys as like a bonus tip or a bonus thing is, I kind of already said it, but I just want to highlight it again, is in the listings, make sure that you search for solds when you're sourcing. So if you go to a Goodwill and you type in, Vans shoes or Nike shoes or something like that, and you type in the model, you want to make sure that you don't search by what people are selling it for, but by what it's sold for. Because some people can ask $100 for a pair of shoes, but they may only be selling for $25. And then you list your shoes for $100 and you don't really make a sale for a really long time, or you may never sell them. So always go to the filter on the top right hand corner of your screen and filter the solds and completed sales. And that will give you a better idea of the time frame and how many of them are selling. Because if not many of them are selling, or you can't find anything similar to it, it may not be worth picking up unless you got it for free, or you know it's rare and it's not on eBay and you can, set your own price. So I hope you guys enjoyed these tips. I hope they help you out. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button for me. Leave a comment below if there's any questions you guys have about eBay sales, about Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, any type of reselling, Poshmark. I'm actually learning Poshmark myself right now. Haven't made any sales, but I've got some listings on there. So make sure you like the Instagram page as well, Profit Monsters, profit_monsters, and then subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're not already subscribed. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, peace money!